Hi everyone, welcome back to Lavender. Today we're going to talk about how to attract more money into your life in 2018 because I think it's about time that we all get financially savvy and smart. I just really want everyone to be equipped to create their dream life, and a big part of that is to be financially well off and financially stable and abundant if possible. So we're going to talk about how to change your money mindset, to how to get clear about your money, all the way to how to make a plan on how to exactly save more and make more money in 2018. So this video is sponsored by Credit Sesame, so I'll talk more about them later, but if you're interested, you could check them out. The link is right down there in the description box, but let's get to it. So the first part of attracting money into your life is to take a look at your money mindset, because I think everything starts with your mindset. Ask yourself, do I have any limiting beliefs that may be cutting off money from my life? So I know a lot of us are raised with some sort of notions that maybe money is evil, money equals greed, money is dirty, like all these negative connotations around money, when in reality, money is just a number. It's just a resource for us to exchange for things that we want. It's just the way that our society functions. So money doesn't have a positive or negative connotation behind it. My personal limiting belief that I had in the beginning of my career was that money and art could not exist together. I thought if you wanted to be a good artist, then you would have to sacrifice money. And I believe that if you were gonna make money, then you're gonna sacrifice art and goodness and all of that. Like, I couldn't see themselves as in the same box, and that kept me from pursuing money because I wanted to pursue art. I told myself I want to help people, so I don't want to focus on money. I just want to help people and make art, and that's exactly what happened. I pursued art, I pursued helping people, and I kind of didn't see the money in the beginning because I believed that I was limiting myself from letting it come to me. So take time to dig deep and see what those deeply rooted beliefs about money are, and see if there's any beliefs that are possibly holding you back, and instead replace those beliefs with new affirmations. For example, money is empowering, money is good, money helps me be more of who I am, money is a tool and a resource. Or you could even repeat affirmations like, I love money and money loves me. I attract money easily, earning money is easy. Like, whatever works for you, try to shift those negative beliefs into positive ones. And it might feel weird at first, but it really does make a change in your mindset, and from there, everything follows. A big one that I have to note is if you're always one to say like, oh, I'm so poor or I'm so broke, like, stop saying that, because the more that you say I'm poor, I'm broke, the more that you honestly believe it and the more that you live that life. So if you truly want to attract financial abundance in your life, then definitely shift that mindset. Instead of saying I'm so poor, I'm so broke, say I am rich or I will be rich. Usually with law of attraction, you want to say the statement as present tense, as if it's happening right now, as if you have it already. So say things like, I am rich, I am wealthy, I have everything that I need. If you guys want more inspiration on changing your money mindset, a book that really helped me was You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. So I highly recommend reading that book. I listened to the audiobook version, so whichever one works for you, listen to it. It will change your life. The next step to attracting more money into your life is to take full responsibility of your power and believe that you can change. So I feel like a lot of people, they stop themselves at the beginning. They don't believe that they could be rich. They don't believe that they can change. And so it ends there. But you really have to believe in order for you to make it happen. Taking responsibility for your life means that you believe in your power to make a change in your life for yourself. It means that you believe that you have the power to gain abundance. It means that you have the power to attract whatever you want to attract into your life. You really do have to believe it for yourself, because all change starts with you. So instead of playing the victim and blaming other people for your problems, instead of always saying like, I can't do this, I can't do that, start telling yourself, I can. I do have the power to change my situation. I do have the power to make money. I can make money. I can grow. I can change. change, you really do have to believe that you can, and that's where it starts. If you want to get inspired at this stage, I highly recommend reading into real life success stories of people who have done it before you. So people who have started out exactly where you are or even worse than where you are, and who have made financial success and created the life of their dreams. After reading like story after story and following all these amazing people, you'll really feel that your life can change just like their life changed in a big way. The next step is to get clear with your money. So if you are feeling disempowered about your money, you might feel scared to look at your bank account, or you might feel intimidated by like keeping track of your money just because you don't want to face it. The thing is, you do have to face it. The more you face it, the more you get clear about how much money you have, how much you're spending, how much you're saving. That's empowering. It empowers you to make a change, because you can't change something that you don't see. So you have to see it first. You have to know what's going on and have a really clear picture of your money first. So I recommend tracking your money with a tool like Mint or even YNAB, which is youneedabudget.com. Regardless of what tool you use, it's important to keep tabs on your money and know exactly what's coming in, what's going out, and how much you have at this moment. So make a habit to keep track of your money on like a weekly or bi-weekly basis. On top of tracking your money, you should also keep track of your credit score, because credit is one of those things that's really important in your life. It's something that you have to use for like getting student loans, a car, a house, like practically all the big things in life. You'll need to run your credit. And so if you have to run your credit for these big things, it's important to have good credit, and it's important to know how credit works, how to improve your credit, all of that adult stuff. You can use a tool like Credit Sesame to get your free credit score, but also get personalized finance tips and tools updated every month for free. It's so simple to use, and it's full of financial information to help you become more financially savvy. And once you sign up for Credit Sesame, you also get $50,000 worth of identity theft protection. So why not? It's like free to sign up. You get this insurance. So I think it's a really cool platform. So if you're interested, you can click down below to go to Credit Sesame to get your free credit score and all that information. After getting clear about your money, you might feel a little discouraged, but I'm here to say, don't let it get you down. It's time to see what you do have and be grateful for what you have. So you want to look at your money and think about it in terms of gratitude and abundance. So stop saying like, oh, I don't have that much money. I don't have this much. Tell yourself like, I have this much money. I have abundance. So you want to start cultivating the positive mindset, the abundance mindset. And even though it might not be a lot, it still is something. So be grateful for that something that you have. Be grateful for everything that you already have in your life, your clothes, your home, your computer that you're watching right now. Like everything you do have is important. So appreciate it and be grateful for it. All right, the next step to attracting more money into your life in 2018 is to be specific about what you want. It's time to paint your dream life and actually break it down in terms of the money part. So how much money do you want to make in your dream life? How much money supports your dream lifestyle? So maybe like write down how much you would need for your dream house, how much money you need for your dream car, and your dream hobbies, your dream vacations. Write down everything that you could possibly think of in your dream life. So you have to paint the picture of what you want and then get specific about how much money you need to support that lifestyle. I believe I first read about this in the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. I think he calls it dreamlining. So it's actually like financially writing out how much your dream life will cost you. And surprisingly, most of the time you'll realize that your dream life doesn't cost that much. You don't have to make that much money, like as much as you thought in your head. The number is going to be different for everyone. So this is your time to get specific about your life. How much money do you want to attract into your life? Why do you want to attract that money? What is it going to bring you? What is it going to support in your life? Now it's time to make a plan on how you're going to attract this money into your life. So there's only 2 ways you can get more money. That's save more or make more. It's really as simple as that. So the first way, save more, is possible for everyone. Basically, all you have to do is get better at budgeting. It's about getting clear about your money, how much you're spending. Basically, just cutting out the excess, seeing where you could spend a little less, seeing where you can make sacrifices. Again, I would would recommend the tool YNAB to help you budget and save more. So the second way, make more, is also possible for everyone, but it depends on where your life situation is. If you have a job that you like and you want to keep, then ways that you can make more are going to be outside of that job. It's going to be like selling stuff on the side, maybe offering your services to other people as a side business, or maybe like just babysitting on the side, Uber driving on the side. There's a lot of things that you could do to make extra cash on the side. You just have to be creative and take initiative and carve out the time to do it. Something random that you could do that my friends have done to make money in the past is like organizing digital photo albums for moms who are too busy to organize their family photo albums. Like literally anything that you can think of, you can do and offer to people and get paid money for it. You just have to put yourself out there. If you are in a job that you don't like, then you have an opportunity here. You can explore, see what else is out there, see if there are other jobs that you like that possibly pay more, see if you could do the same job at a better company, getting paid more. There's other options that you can do to make more money just by transitioning to a new job or some other situation with your career. Lastly, if you're an entrepreneur or a freelancer, then you are lucky because there are a ton of resources out there that will teach you how to make more money. And a lot of stuff out there is free. Some are paid courses, but all you have to do is really seek out that information and be willing to learn, be willing to grow, be willing to acquire new skills or improve your skills, and all of that stuff that's related to growing and fine-tuning your business. Whatever your situation, sit down and make a plan on how to actually make it happen. My last tip on attracting more money into your life is to simply trust the universe. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that the universe is guiding you to exactly where you're meant to go. Trust that you're being protected, because you have to have that faith in the universe, in God, whatever you want to call it, but faith in that invisible force that is guiding you along, because a lot of the times when things go wrong, it's because we're leaning on our fear. So maybe you're staying in this current life because you're scared to leave it. You're scared to lose it all. And if you make your decisions based on fear, then you're going to stay in a very scarce place. You know, the scarcity mindset where the resources are not so abundant. In that state of fear, you operate with the scarcity mindset, the mindset that says there's not enough to go around, so I have to hold on to what I got and hold it tight. That's the mindset that also believes that if someone else succeeds, then that's your loss, that there's only a certain pool of resources, and if other people take it, then there's not enough for you, and vice versa. But you really have to open up your mind and not live in fear, not live with a scarcity mindset, and believe that the universe will protect you and there is more than enough to go around. There's so much abundance in the world. Literally, like, I truly believe that there are more than enough resources to go around, and everybody has the capability to be financially abundant, especially in this day and age where everything is so democratized and everybody has their chance at success. So if you trust in the universe will bring everything that you need to you, and you'll really live in a state of abundance. You'll really start seeing more abundance in your life if you just shift your mindset, cultivate that more positive abundance mindset, a mindset of gratitude. Just so many of those little changes will make a very big difference. And you might not see it like immediately, but just stick with it because it's going to happen in the end. Just really believe that you can change your life, really believe that it can happen for you. And pretty soon enough, like, you'll see change. Bottom line is trust in the universe, live in alignment to your values and your purpose, follow your light, and stop living in that state of fear, stop living with the mindset of scarcity, and stop letting your limiting beliefs about money hold you back, because we can all be rich, guys. I really believe it. Honestly, guys, if you talked to me like 2 years ago and before that, I would not have believed that I could make money with my career and what I'm doing. Like, I really felt like things were happening so slowly, no money was coming in. I didn't see a lot of money. Just after graduation, I just never got like a real adult job. I was working a lot of part-time freelance gigs that were just barely trickling little bits of income here and there. But now I can honestly proudly say that I am making a lot of money, more money than I would ever have made if I took a normal job after college. And that's amazing. And it's crazy because now it's a reality for me, and I want to be able to help make it a reality for you. But I know a lot of people are gonna come at me kind of with a lot of like buts and, oh, like you did it because maybe you got help from your parents, or maybe you're more privileged than me, or you started off better than me, you got an education, like all of these excuses. But if you're one of those people saying these excuses, just know that making excuses is disempowering yourself, because like I said earlier, like I think it was step 2, is you have to take full responsibility for your life. You have to empower yourself and know that you have the power to change your life no matter where you start in your life. So I think it's important to see all the success stories out there, see that people who started off much worse than you made success. They reached success. And so if they could do it, you could too. There's really no excuses for everyone. Obviously, everyone starts out at a different point in the spectrum. Some of us are more blessed than others, but where you start off is not an excuse to where you end up. And I think I'm blessed because I got to see this firsthand with my immigrant parents, because my dad came from communist China. He grew up really dirt poor, literally dirt poor, to the point where like one of his aunts died from starvation because she didn't have food to eat. And my mom was a refugee, so she had a life in Vietnam, but when she came here, like they took everything. They took the business, they took the money. Basically, both of my parents came to America with literally nothing, maybe like $20 in their pockets, and they made a life for themselves. I saw so much growth in their life just listening to their stories. Like I cannot believe that they started there. You know what I mean? So seeing all these success stories in your life can really inspire you, really show you that it's real and it's possible for you to create it for yourself. Another example is like literally I grew up in this community of a lot of immigrant children. So I see a lot of parents, and seeing the differences in how certain families end up. So they came and started at the same place with nothing, but seeing like in 20, 30 years how far some families have gone, the success that some people have reached versus other families have stayed the same and they're still living like just barely scraping by. Like that just shows you that it's not where you start. It's really about the mindset, believing that you can change. It's about just like the journey. It really is about the journey, and the journey makes all the difference. So it really is up to you whether you want to stay the same, stay where you are right now, or take that step forward, take your first step forward and make a better life for yourself. So I just want to encourage you to go out there and chase that dream, because it's possible. You can attract more money into your life in 2018. Hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all and have a beautiful day. Bye.